Good morning and welcome to YoungFrica, the television show continent showcasing interviews and discussions on youth-related issues. I am Ridwan Adelaja and this is CBA. So guys, welcome back again. It's YoungFrica. If you are just joining us, this is the show where we showcase different young people doing amazing things in different parts of Africa. On the show today, I have a very special guest of honor, and today we're going to be doing something really interesting together. We're going to be looking at one of the most important things that we need to talk about, especially as youths. The youth has been seen as that set of people who can move and who can do something really amazing because of looking at their population. And so today, with me in the studio, I have somebody who is one of those people who is pulling stunts, pushing beyond barriers, doing amazing things, and in person of Siham Mahdi. Siham Mahdi is a CEO, and she has a magazine to that credit, which is called the Beam Magazine. You guys, I hope you're going to enjoy the show with us as we talk about the role of youth in nation building. Aha, Siham, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, it's really nice having you down here. I know it's not easy to see somebody like you just like that. You have the permission to blush, really. Yes, it's our show. The show by the youths and for the youths. Siham, really today I want us to do something that would touch the minds of other youths. Like Siham, I want you to inspire minds today. Like I want you to tell them those things that they feel they might not be able to achieve. At a very tender age like you are, wow, it's amazing to see a very young CEO doing something amazing, an African one at that. We used to hear that Africans are not given the opportunity, Africans don't have the resources, but this is a different story. Siham, please say good morning to our viewers at home and let's get started, really.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Oh, good morning. Thank you so much, Siham.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, really. Now, Siham, on the show today, we're going to be discussing about the role of youth in nation building. Like, nation building has so many things to itself. We are in a continent wherein we see so many challenges every day, especially as youths. Like the youth is not well represented, the youth doesn't have a voice, the youths, oh my God, so many challenges. But beyond these challenges, we still see those very, very amazing people, youngsters, doing quite impressive things in their local communities. Now, Siham, I want to ask you, what inspired and what gave birth to the idea of your B magazine to start with?
There's quite a few different things that I can say inspired it. But one of the main things is like after I got married and I had a child, basically your eyes open to a lot of things. And it was this that kind of created I knew I wanted to do a magazine for so many years, but I just didn't know what I wanted to base it on. And then it was after I got married and then it was just like, wow, this is like a whole new world to me. Like I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how things are going. So it kind of then and then I had a child, I became a mother, and that kind of added to it as well. So I was like, these are women issues, These are the type of things that you kind of like
the old thing change, like new things are coming in.
These are the type of things
we got different ideas, like, oh my God, I never lived in this type of, oh my God.
Exactly.
Yes, I think I can feel that, I can understand that feeling when you're just moving, transiting from a particular...
And nobody tells you how to go from A to B.
Oh my goodness.
You just go from A to B.
So do you mean your magazine is to look at those issues?
It looks at a lot of things. It looks at sort of kind of
women. Tell us about your magazine.
Yeah, it looks at a lot of things, like you kind of how to empower women, how to create unity, how to create a community. Sort of like, I want women to be able to go, this is ours. Because a lot of the time in Africa, there's newspapers, there's all the media is for like men, because politics, it's like all these type of things that not a lot of women are interested in. I don't see things that have like fashion or beauty or food or technology. Like you'd be surprised the amount of women are interested in technology, but they don't portray it from a women's perspective. It's kind of like, there's a new phone, there's new this, there's new that. But if you kind of put a women's twist to it, it becomes more interesting.
Yes,
and
yes.
Like I've also realized women always take a back seat to a lot of things.
Of course, like we see the gender gap everywhere, and we are looking at how people like you now, from trying that hand, we're seeing how you guys are really pushing on to see how well women could be represented in so many areas and so many sectors.
Especially like as a married woman, everybody tells you, you know, but you're married, why are you working? But you have a child, why are you doing this? Who's going to look after this? Who's going to do that for you? You're just like, but I'm still a person. I can still do things.
So the idea came for you to put up a magazine and you just felt, yes, this is the next thing for me to do.
Yeah, it's like I wanted to do it for so many years. But as I said, it was only until then that it was like, oh yeah, this is what I can do it on, you know. It's going to have culture. There's like how a woman can start a business, for example. Like a lot of women want to do business. They want to become entrepreneurs. They want to do big things, but they don't know how to. They don't know where to start. So there's a whole series on, for example, how to start a business from like a woman's perspective. There's going to be stuff on culture. Like, there's going to be stuff, for example, like I'm born and raised in the UK. I knew nothing about the African Somali culture until I came here. So it's kind of like, if we was educated on Africa, its culture, its traditions, its this, then maybe we might be able to fit in a bit more.
Oh, yes, I think I get your point. Now, I think on that, let me take you up on something. The show is to talk about the role of youth in nation building. When we talk about nation building, we have different angles. And like you have highlighted for your magazine itself, I think your magazine itself is nation building magazine because it's talking about different aspects. Different beats are coming in. This is culture, this is art, this is food and all. Like nation building is a whole lot. You would agree with me. Now let me ask you, while you were thinking about your magazine production, like did it come just like, this is what I'm gonna do and I'm also gonna do this? Like, do you have that process, that time of, okay, I need to research, after my research I need to do this? Like, what was that phase like? Was it seen clearly? Like, did you see it coming?
You say you want to do something, you got to know how to do it. I've been researching for so long. Before I even researched, before I even had a topic.
I've been researching for so long. Now, I need to hold you on that. If you have been researching for so long, but do you know that a number of youth out there, they do not know. They have this big picture of they want to do this, they want to have this. But do you know the funny thing? Many of them just feel it's just going to come. Like they do not have that thinking that, okay, before I can achieve this, then I need to fix this, I need to fix this. Like we need to cut our goals into chunks, see how we can achieve them.
True,
like how did you go about achieving your own goals?
I set deadlines. Without deadlines, I know myself, I'm not going to get anything done. So basically, I knew that I wanted to do a magazine, but I didn't know what it was on. So first thing I did was research on magazines in general, how to start a magazine, what to do. So I kind of gave myself a time limit for that. So after I gave myself a few months on finding out about magazines in general, then I knew that I wanted to base it in Africa. Then I thought, let me research on the type of magazines that are on in Africa, what they're on, like magazines in Africa in general. And after I did that for a few months, then I moved on to try and brainstorm topics. So basically, that's what, when I say I've been researching for so long, it was a process. You have to find out about how to create a magazine. Now you've got that done, where do you want it to be? Who's your target audience? What do you want to do? This, that, and the other. Then on like your topic, your other stuff, then it is hard to start a magazine. If I could do it, anybody could do it, you know?
Yes, now look at that. You see, you said something, you said it's as a process.
Yeah.
It is a process that has to do with so many things. And you had to follow those processes before you get to the final line of getting it launched. Yes, that's amazing. I say congratulations on that. And now, look at this. Now, we said we should identify problems. We should identify problems. You have identified a problem. People are not being represented well. Women are not empowered. And you felt there is a need for a magazine that would showcase these people, that would showcase enlightenment, that would showcase orientation.
It's educating
So now,
at the same time.
what can you say about youths generally now, coming back to talking about our role in the society, especially with the area of problem identification and trying to solve it?
There are a lot of people out there in Africa that, like, especially the youth, that do solve problems. Like, say for example, we have like Idris Sandu.
Oh, the Ghana guy.
Yes, I love that guy.
You love that guy.
I do. Like, he doesn't know I exist, but you know, I'm like,
what happened?
He's hidden fan out there. But say for example with him, like how he was born in Ghana, and he went to America at the age of 3. But he's done big things in the sense where he's representing us, like, as a young African 21-year-old, he can still achieve things, especially in a country like America where it's so hard. Like, I mean, you know, like everybody knows about American black people.
Okay.
Oh boy, do I need to go into that? So
you
it's
know
like,
how that is, and we're really pulling through, really.
exactly, the fact that he's coding for like Instagram, Snapchat, Uber, he's creating softwares, he's got his own, like he's working for Kanye West, like he's got his own store with another rapper, for example, where they sell like exclusive music, like other like creative content through an app. He created an app for his high school.
Okay.
So he's done so many things, and he's representing like obviously Africa. And the fact that we're in 2019, he's planning on coming back. So Ghana, you guys need to look out for him.
Yeah, did you hear about this man? The guy from Kenya as well, Roy Alila,
Oh yeah.
who designed this mask that is used to, it's a
glove,
glove,
yeah.
that's used to communicate with somebody who is disabled.
Oh, the 25-year-old that did the sign language.
Exactly. People are really doing things, really.
Yeah, I like that. It's like it turns sign language into audio. So
Yeah.
that's interesting. No one's thought of that.
Yes, you see, that is why I feel there is more need for us to keep looking outside and fixing those
Think
problems
outside
that
the
we
box.
have. Yes. At a point, we say we don't even recognize a box. We kick the box out and we just keep thinking. Now, let me ask you, in what way do you think our youth there can cut up themselves to begin to identify problems and solving it?
I think it's just take an idea
Okay.
and just tweak it, edit it, change it. Say, for example, a magazine is not an original idea. There's been so many people before me
man.
that has done a magazine.
Yeah.
But all I've done is just take the idea of the concept of having a magazine and just edited it so that it fits into what I want to do.
Of course.
And I think that's what a lot of people are missing, is sort of kind of like, as you was talking about earlier, it's like an idea is not for one person.
Definitely.
It's like, what's it called? They could just
An
edit
idea
it.
is homogeneous. An idea is something anybody can buy
Oh.
into. It's just for you to look at, oh, this is the idea, how can I improve upon it, and you move on.
So that's what I mean. So like, if they take it, just edit it, you know, add their own little spin to it, anybody can achieve anything. A lot of things, especially here in Africa, we have so many opportunities. So many.
So tell me, what challenge do you face while you were trying to do your magazine? Like, it's normal for you to face some challenges. What exactly did you face? Because you know why? So many people used to have this feeling that when you do something, especially something really amazing, that you did not go through any challenge, like it was just a smooth road.
Oh, first thing was like, oh my God, but you have a child. Who's going to look after him? How are you supposed to be a mother? How are you supposed to be a wife? When you're out there trying to do things, you're expected to just stay at home, like do the domestic work and do this. And it's like, I think it's slightly easier for someone who's not married or who does not have a child as a woman to achieve things than it is after. Because then all of a sudden you're kind of like, yeah, but who's going to do the cooking for you? Who's going to clean the house for you? You know, and then you get all these backlash, especially the fact that you get a lot of also like, they'll go to you, for example, what was it? You know when people say to you, I had it in my head 2 seconds ago.
Like, what are you going to do? Like, now you want to fix this, you want to do this. This is what you want to achieve. Then, what about your responsibilities? Are you not going to leave them or something?
It's like, but then there's a man in the house, you're overshadowing, that's what I was looking for. You're overshadowing your husband. Like, you have a husband, but what about him? Like, yeah, like, well, he works, he does his thing. Like, how am I overshadowing him? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, but that's not for you to do. Like, that's for him to be doing things. He's supposed to be going out. I'm like, well, if he wants to do it, he could do it. Well, why can't I do it at the same time? Everybody's like, yeah, but you're overshadowing. You're taking his spotlight. You're taking away his like ability to do things. Now, how is he supposed to achieve things when you're already out there doing your own thing? I was like, but we're still two separate people. He can do his own thing. I could do my own. You'd be surprised the amount of comments I've got, the amount of messages I've received, and it's like, no, okay, obviously not all of them.
Nobody's going to see all those messages with you. Nobody's going to relate to you.
I'm the one who's saying at home, like,
all of those things, and you can say, but you know, it makes us stronger. It makes us still get focused and how when we're trying to push on to something.
As I said, it was like, I was talking to my friend the other day, if it wasn't for all the things that have happened to me over the course of 2016, 17 and 18, I don't think I would ever got around to doing this magazine, because I know I wanted to do it. But it was always like at the back of my mind, like, you know, at the back of my mind. But then it was all these events that took place, all these things that have happened, like a lot. Trust me, I went through like mad mental health issues as well. Like I had this breakdown. I had like issues, I had struggles, and then it was like I realized the people that I'm relying on, the people that I'm depending on, are females. Like, yeah, you have a husband, yeah, you're married, but it's like he can't relate to you the same way a female can. So it kind of, and I was like, wait, hold up. That's where I felt a unity between like I have all my friends, like 2 of my friends that I told everything to, like, you know,
like Siam, I can agree with you that when you're trying to do something, there would always be challenges. Siam, you were talking about challenges. I agree with you totally. And I think that is the first message I want to send out there. Like, a lot of people still used to believe that when you achieve things, that there are no challenges. Like, they used to have this feeling that, oh, you're just lucky. You just had the opportunity. They never knew that you have gone through hell. Before gold becomes so beautiful, man, it has been heated. So, yes, I can relate with you really now. See, look at this also. We talk about a society that we're looking for the roles of youth in the society. And we're talking about now building Africa to becoming so prestigious like we have always dreamed. Now, what can you say about youths in terms of their population, in terms of their energy, in terms of the idea that we could generate from them? Like, how can we truly generate these things? Like, how can we really drive change? How can we really have a better Africa coming out from the set of the youths? Okay.
I think one of the main things that is missing is like the support network. Like, say for example, in England we have youth centres, we have creativity facilities, we have like sports centres, we have anything a youth could possibly want to kind of be like inspired to do things, to create things and to be who they want to be. But here it's kind of like, where does youth go? Say for example, if I want to go do sports, I don't have anywhere to go. Like,
funny.
Yeah, because it's all for men. It's like,
like lack of facility,
or
especially bias for gender.
Yeah, or if I say, for example, if I want to do some writing, or if I want to like create some artwork, there's nowhere for me to go, or there's
nowhere to even get material.
Exactly. So it's like, if we had all of these facilities, or if we are able to provide youth with these things, I think, like, especially here, we have so many ideas. I've realized because of my magazine. Like,
now the question is, I don't want to see us looking for help from people to do those things. We are the youth, guys. Like, we are young. How can we do those things?
Say, for example, I need a youth centre.
Yes, you need a youth centre.
No, so I would go out and make
provide it for you. We want you to do a youth centre for us.
I would go and I would try, like, obviously, that's what I mean by you need a support system. You can't do it on your own.
Exactly.
Say, for example, if I'm going to need money to start off. That's the first thing you're going to need. So it's like, if we come together, so for example, 10 youths come together, 20 youth, or we create, like, we get our neighbourhood, we just collect money from each other, like $10, $20, whatever, put it together. That might be enough to rent out a place.
I think I can get your point. And that is just you trying to identify that people have to start from wherever they are, identifying the necessary resources and seeing how best you can, like, put them all out. Yeah, thank you so much, Mahdi Siam. Now, let me ask you this question, a very good question, really. Now, you did your marketing. You had your challenges. You have identified for us that as youth, we should always unite. Now, what do you think is the fate of a youth who do not have resources, is secluded, he doesn't have anywhere to go? Like, what should that youth do at that point in time? Like, now we're talking about inspiration, like we're talking about how can they get motivated to do something?
I don't think, it depends on their mind frame. Because I've read so many stories about young African kids that have gone from, like, the most ghetto or the most, like, poverty-ridden areas, neighborhood, that have gone in to do such big things. For example, I was recently on BBC News about this little girl. She was, like, the only female in her football team in her whole country. Like, so it's like, and then they went on to go play against teams in Europe. They went into the European, like, leagues and stuff. So she was from, like, the most poverty-ridden places in her country. So if, like, you're determined, or if you're like, you could solve a problem. Say, for example, there's poverty, there's dirt here. You can start by collecting the rubbish in your neighborhood or recycling. There's so many kids, for example, that all they did was create things from recycled things, plastic bottles and stuff. They're cleaning their neighborhoods. They're using what they've got. So they collected, for example, empty packets and empty bottles and turned it into shoes, turned it into like different things, and they go on to sell it. They use their creativity, they clean their neighborhood, they're making money at the same time. So
of course.
I think it depends on the child's determined, and you've got to have people to push you. Like, for example, if your parents push you, you can achieve it.
Exactly. Somebody push and somebody is doing the inspiration.
Yeah.
Very quite correct too, I would say, and I would agree. Now, but what you're saying, I think I get the framework. Like, the general youth is a particular set of people that do not even push anything forward, and they are expecting to be pushed. I think that is the point that I'm making.
Yeah.
Like, people need to do something before they could be believed in, before they could say, oh yes, this person is worth my investment. Yes, and I think that is really, really true. When I started my NGO a couple of years back, I just had the idea and I felt, yes, I want to do this thing. Told a number of people, some felt no, some other felt yes, and that's why I used to say in life, we'd always have the positive people, we have the negative people, without cutting them to who they are. We just have to keep moving. Now, I had the idea. I was ready to try in the little way that I can. Whatever comes from outside was a plus for me. So I think that's really correct, really, because if you do not have anything to showcase, nobody wants to see you. So it is not just about you lamenting, crying that there are no facilities, but what are you doing in yourself? When you do something and there are no facilities to push those things, then you can talk. Not the other way around, where you're not doing anything and you want something to push you. No, it's not done.
Do you know there's this saying that I've once heard that goes, you have to be put in the most extreme situations or the most extreme problems to be able to come up with solutions and ideas and stuff to go through it. So it's like we are in extreme.
I think that's true. Because look at this.
We are in extreme situations.
I founded School Castle just a couple of months ago, and the story is simple. I discovered that a number of writers like myself get rejected from major journals and all. And these guys are putting out content every day, and they need somebody to inspire them, and they need somebody to say, yes, you're doing well. At least, even if you're doing bad, get that platform where you can say, okay, this is where my works are. I'm improving in my art. I'm still experimenting. And so I just felt, okay, I partnered with a friend, Yusuf Adeyemo, and that was how we just started.
Shout out to your friend.
Yes, a shout out to him, like he's making super sense. And we just said, okay, let's fix this thing. Let's build a platform where people who feels they want to publish and they don't have a sophisticated place to use could go sign up and push their content. So I think that is just true. We just have to think about, and what you said, talking about, say, sometimes you have to go through the very hard situations before you get refined and all that is very,
because as I said, like last year, I had the biggest breakdowns anybody could ever have. And then I realized a lot of women here, even men, do not know how to handle a mental breakdown. I don't think anybody's ever been educated on what mental health is, psychologically, how people can be damaged, how a lot of environmental things can cause someone a lot of problems, a lot of damage. So I remember I sat there and I was like, I know mental health is going to be one of the main topics at the top of the magazine. I remember writing down my topics, mental health. I think people need to be educated on if someone's going through something, don't make it worse for them. Either you support or you just leave. Yeah, exactly, you just leave. But they don't understand that. So basically, it's I'm a woman. I'm not going to go to a guy to help me with my mental health, whether you're married to him, whether he's your brother, whether that's your dad, your uncle, whatever. It's kind of awkward. So then that's when I thought, that magazine is going to be a good platform to create awareness on mental health, for example, or motherhood problems. Because one of the things that I had was I'm a first-time mother. I did not know what I was doing. I remember sitting there looking at my child, okay, where do I go from here? What do I do? In England, you get a lot of support for that. They have mother facilities, first-time mothers, even second-time, third-time mothers.
I know you have been doing so much. You have been doing so much to really achieve more, but that is just the challenge that we have, and we just have to work it out how. It's going to be part of our story, If we do not have these stories, then our stories will not be beautiful. Now, this is also what we are saying. We say we need to identify a problem put out a solution, make sure we inspire people. If we cannot contribute to them, then chill out.
Yeah.
And now, so Sam, what do you think we can do about the situation where people still feel there is a need for somebody to push them out all the time, like over dependency? Like, I used to see a number of youth, I've talked to a number of youth out there. Like, whenever we get to talk, I see the content of their character, the content of their speech, the content of their IQ. They are always dependent on the high class. They still feel, oh, daddy has to do this for me, mommy has to do this for me.
If you depend on people, you're not going to get anywhere. Because I was a dependent person.
Okay.
I depended on like my husband so much. It was like, if he wasn't there, I don't know like what the hell am I doing, where I was going.
How did you leave that?
Then I kind of realized, like, Joe, hold up, this is what you want to do. He's not gonna like be there constantly to do it with you.
Yeah.
How you gonna do it? Like, I remember I was sitting at home one time, like my little son was watching TV, and I was like, I was bored out of my mind. And do you know what, Siham? You wanted to do a magazine, just research, you know, start like how you do it, like. Then it kind of just went from one step at a time, and I didn't realize I was doing it until like a few months ago. I realized I had content to put in it. And I was like, where did I get this content from? Like, what's going on? So until you realize that you can do it on your own, you can achieve it on your own, you don't need someone else to be there for you all the time, because you're not always going to have someone. You're not always, everybody's going to be available for you. But your parents probably have like 5 other children, especially in Africa, we have like 10 children.
See, you have a magazine to your name now, and do you know that now people don't know about the challenge, like we said. Now, do you know that indirectly or directly, you are an inspiration to a large number of people? And that is just what it is like in terms of talking about inspiration. If you have never identified a problem, you have never tried to solve it, you can be an inspiration to others. I think that's the same story of Sharon James. Sharon James wrote a book at the age of 6, and she is the youngest African author. Today, Sharon James go all around places, inspiring young minds to believe
I need
in
Sharon
themselves.
James in my life.
Oh yeah, you really need to check on Sharon James. She's the youngest writer, and she's been going places, awards, inspiring young ones. You know, people want to say, wow, at the age of 6 you wrote your first book. Man, that is a whole lot
That
of
is a huge achievement.
So that is what we're talking about now. You are an inspiration to somebody like me. You are an inspiration to so many people out there. You are an inspiration to the world at large. Like, you can go beyond the challenges and do those things. It's really making super sense. Siham, I think it has been a wonderful session having you here, talking about youth and the society, especially what and what we should do, looking at identifying problems, trying to solve it. In case we cannot, we should be able to harmonize with others.
I think it's just about coming together.
Putting resources all together. I think it's fun that way. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to be having a wrap up. Until next week again, when we come your way, this is YoungFrica, the show for you, myself, and her. Goodbye.